How can emotional intelligence be useful in our everyday life? The easiest way to answer this question is to use the example of a graphic tool that was designed by Professor David Crusoe. To do this, we draw a diagram. We set two axes. They come out of a 0 point. The KH axis is mood, and Y axis is energy. Next, we put 2 points on each axis. These will be the indicators of the average and the maximum values. Let it be 50% and 100% of our mood and energy. Point 0 is when we feel, so to say, at the emotional bottom. Here we feel both energy and mood at 0 point. Let's do the intersection. So we get 4 squares A, B, C, and D. Now let us answer 2 questions. What is my mood now, and how much energy do I have now? Next, we find which of the squares has a point that corresponds to our answers, and we mark it. For example, my mood is now about here, and my energy is here. David Crusoe suggests using these characteristics to get 4 types of emotional background. They differ by the level of energy and mood we have right now. At square A, mood and energy are above average. At square B, mood is above average, and energy is below. At square C, mood and energy are below average, and at square D, mood is below average, and energy is above. Why do we need this? Our current emotional state influences our assessment of what is happening. It shapes our attitude to other people right now. So it influences our behavior. Emotional state that corresponds to each of the squares is a good fit to perform some actions and is not at all suitable to perform others. For example, emotional state that corresponds to square D is an increased level of energy, but a less positive mood. It fits well for solving complex tasks. For example, when you need to defend yourself and your interests, to make a first move, or to start a complicated new task. However, in this emotional state, we are more inclined to conflicts and have less tolerance for other people. So, it doesn't fit, for example, for a creative group activity. In the additional materials under this video, you will find detailed descriptions and recommendations. Suggest that the participants of your group regularly answer these 2 questions. What is my mood now, and how much energy do I have now? Let them mark each point on the diagram. Suggest observing how their emotional state changes during the day and, if possible, what made it change. We suggest using this simple exercise every day when you work with the group at the beginning and at the end of the class. Observing the dynamics of your emotional state will become a useful skill for the participants. They will be able not only to better recognize their own state, but also to better understand the state of other group participants by indirect characteristics.